Hello everyone, I'm Lazy Grouse, and today we're starting a new Prince of Darkness campaign because it's been a while and I've got the urge to play it. And we're going to be playing as a Tzimisce, and if someone were to call it Tzimisce inhuman and sadistic, the Tzimisce would probably commend them for their perspicacity and then demonstrate that their mortal definition of sadism was laughably inadequate. A clan of tradition and history, they have been the masters of Eastern Europe for as long as anyone can remember. From their home in Transylvania, they rule their petty fiefs openly, uncaring about their pitiful cattle's opinion or well-being. Recent setbacks against the hated Ventrue and Tremere have forced them to unify under a greater voivodate, but this newfound cohesion is shaky as there is no honor among monsters. Utter domination is Clan Tzimisce's birthright, and everyone else should understand their place crawling at your feet and begging for mercy. Not that you have any left. So as you can tell from this little lore tidbit, the Tzimisce is one of the most fucked up and evil clans in the world of darkness, and you'll see why throughout this campaign. So we're just gonna embrace our malevolence and play as Hedeon Yaroslavich, which I probably butchered that name terribly, but it's not gonna get any better than that. Thoroughly evil and devious, Hedeon cares little about anything but his own power. He holds all human life and canine unlife as useful only in their service to him. The villagers near his castle are taken to serve as guinea pigs in various vile experiments. Some now function as sentient traps in his dungeon or as living partitions in rooms of his fortress. Hedeon's true influence in Poland has always been curtailed by his rightfully terrified neighbors. But the recent torpor of Prince Raj, which I definitely butchered, of Krakow has opened new opportunities. You're clearly the best example of what a true Tzimisce should be. Let them fear and scream all they want as you ascend your rightful throne. So we're basically playing a mad scientist with no regards for life or unlife, so we're just gonna be the best mad scientist we can and create all kinds of fun fleshy abominations and monsters. So let's just get to it. So we start as the Duke of Polania, which is a fairly large duchy in the middle of Poland, and we are completely surrounded by a bunch of strong people that don't necessarily like us too much. But we're gonna worry about that a little bit later. Right now, I just want to have a look at us. We are Duke Hedeon Yaroslavich, which I will continue to mispronounce, and we are monster among monsters. So someone like us enough to give us that title at least. And we are sadistic, arrogant, and deceitful, which is just a lovely trio of traits. And we're also a flamboyant trickster, a torturer, and a schemer. So with these traits, how could we possibly be evil? Just look at that face. Is that an evil face? I don't think so. But we also have Auspex Advanced, which will help us a bunch. Vicissitude, which gives us all the fun Tzimisce abilities. We got Animalism, Potence, we're a vampire, we're a Tzimisce, and we're 5th generation. And we also have a terrible diplomacy, an absolutely terrible martial, a kind of bad stewardship, so we're not going to be able to hold too many titles at once, a pretty good intrigue, and a pretty mediocre learning. So we don't have the greatest of stats, except for intrigue, but we do have a really good prowess. Well, at least a pretty good prowess for a vampire, I suppose. And we also already have a couple of kids, but they're not very good. Like this guy, he doesn't like us very much. He is a decent character, but he doesn't live in our country, and he hates us. So he's not going to be very useful. And our daughter is also kind of bad. She's a craven, content, and trusting, which is just a terrible set of traits for a Tzimisce. Come on, you're a disgrace. So we're going to make our own, well, these are our own. We're going to make new and we're going to make better kids than this. But we're mostly going to focus on ghouls in this playthrough though, because we're going to make them into how we like our ghouls. But we also have a special little religion, which these two mostly just gives us some virtues. But this gives us a special kind of execution method, which is always fun. We don't get to marry, so we don't get any alliances from that, but that's gonna be alright. And we also don't have to care about the masquerade. So we can completely ignore that. It is still gonna give us some modifiers from having low or high masquerade, but that's alright. We also have accepted blood oaths, which is pretty good, and blood sorcery is accepted. So we might dabble in that a little bit. And where's our... So Constantinople, Cernog Monastery. Okay, so a little bit here and there. Oh, but we do have one that's really close to us. So I guess we'll need to convert that to our religion. Our champions are fairly good to start off. They drop off a little bit, but we'll make some good fighters, don't you worry. And we also get to start with Duke Hedeon's Yaroslavich host, which gives us 200 Vozd, which is just absolutely insanely strong. So we're gonna have to sit on these and like be very careful not to lose them because these don't replenish. So we're gonna save them for a special occasion. And we got a decently strong army as is, so these guys are gonna have to wait for that special kind of moment when they're gonna be very needed, and then they're gonna be amazing. Our council is pretty bad, honestly. So we're just gonna... Oh, you're a really good chaplain. So I'm just gonna swap you over there. You were a pretty good spy master, but we got such good intrigue. I don't think we necessarily need that, and we're gonna need all the piety we can get. Our chancellor is also kind of bad, and we're gonna have to improve that since we got a terrible diplomacy. And I mean, you're kind of good. I'm not too worried about powerful vassals right now. It's gonna be alright. But if we can put some strong ones in there, that's gonna be good though. Wait, who are you? You're also a very good learning and intrigue. You're not gonna be a marshal. But you... Oh, no, that's our chancellor. We just put him in there. Okay, we have terrible stewards. But I guess we're making okay money, at least. So that could be okay. So let's I guess... Okay, I guess let's put someone who's really mad. Who cares? It's got a 0. God dang it. But, wait, we don't need a very good... You can actually... No, I changed my mind. You can be a steward. That's gonna be fine. You are also... I guess you can be a fine marshal. Who cares? And you are... Gonna pop you in there, I think. Or do we set some powerful vassal? Nah. Let's pop you in there. That's gonna be fine. So, slightly better, not great, but we'll improve this in no time. And that is our courtiers decision. We don't really have anything that we're gonna be working towards in here, really, since I don't really care about destroying House Tremere and controlling the Voivodate. This one is a problem, since the development level of Krakow needs to be greater or equal than 25, and as vampires, we don't have the greatest of tools to increase development, so that probably won't happen, and these two are just generic, so I think we're just gonna do our own thing, make our own goals, and that's gonna be fine. And we are gonna keep these on, always notify. But I think that is all we need to do before we unpause. Oh, actually, no, that is not all we need to do before we unpause. We are also going to get some alliances because we can ally with our dad, who's got a decent realm. It's not like a military powerhouse, but it is an extra 8 champions, which hopefully is pretty good, and some meat shields, let's call them, and that's going to be good. So now we can just unpause, let things happen, and traditionally a frontier of the Tzimisce Voivodate, home of the more eccentric fiends, Poland is coming into its own separate entity. The crumbling authority of the Voivodates and their utter anachronism has allowed a new generation of vampires to take hold and prosper. First among them is Yitzhak ben Avram. I don't know how to pronounce that. A devout Bruja, gathering followers around Krakow to expel the bygone prince Rashkolzhina. This could be the first step towards a Poland free of Tzimisce's influence, but a greater challenge awaits, most notably ousting the utter abomination that is Hedeon Yaroslavich. Hey! A Tzimisce even considered extreme by his own peers. Well, let's get on that, but I don't think that's gonna end how you want it to end. And we get our predatory inclination. What attribute do you utilize for the hunt? This choice represents the hunting habits of each individual vampire, blah, 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 blah. So, what I think we're gonna do is we are gonna go with Charm, and I want a cult. I want a weird, like, flesh worshipping cult where weird manipulated ghouls can prosper. So we're gonna go with Cultist. It's gonna give us Coldonic Sorcery, which is blood magic. So we're gonna go with that, because I think it's fun. And it should give us a Cultist. I'm honored by your request. Oh, right. I guess a lot of time hasn't passed yet, so he just accepted that right now. So let's take a look at our lifestyles now that we have a lifestyle to choose. And we actually start with quite a bit of intrigue. So we can do all of this fun stuff, which is how we get Schemer and Torturer. And we are gonna get some intrigue experience from, let's call it extracurricular activities. And the only thing we really have to put into it is seduction. So, yeah, basically we're gonna torture people for intrigue experience. And it's gonna help us seduce people, which doesn't make sense at all, but it's kind of funny. I don't think we have any other points anywhere else in there. And then we just have the ones that we've already looked at. So the only thing that we really can get that isn't the normal ones is gonna be blood sorcery, which that is absolutely fine. I wanna do some blood sorcery anyway. And there's some good stuff here, like faster siege phases, it's pretty good. And find secret progress is fine. There's some decent stuff here. And there's also some decent spells. So we're gonna go for that. And now that we've done that, we are gonna... Not gonna herdify her. We need sanguine stuff. I don't know why they want us to do her. She's hard to herdify, and she's not good for us. So no, I will not herdify her. But I thought we got a member of the herd when we picked Cultist, but maybe that's her. I don't know. We're gonna find some mortals. We're gonna find mortals with sanguine humors. And see what happens. Because we're gonna drink, we are gonna herdify, and... Oh, our story so far. Lord Hedeon, you have recently grown your influence in Poland thanks to Prince Rashkolzina's time in torpor. And as your influence grows, so do the screams of the mortals in your care. Clearly, the most pleasant of sounds. Your fortress is always in need of more renovation, and as such, you obviously need more cattle to skin and dismember for artistic purposes. What better way to acquire more than crushing Rashkolzina and the other Polish usurpers than bringing their pathetic cities into your fold? You are an imaginative man, after all. Think of all the things you could do with so many helpless mortals added to your domain. Which is absolutely what we're gonna do. And yeah, this is the thing. As Hedeon, you get a massive stress relief and some intrigue XP when you torture someone. So we're gonna learn to seduce through torture. But we're also gonna do it to relax and just have a good time. So, heavy is the burden of an artist, because that is absolutely what we are. New blood. You are terrible. You are terrible. But I guess we'll herdify you. And we'll hunt you. Because you're both absolutely terrible, and I don't want you to be my ghoul. Oh, we became head of our dynasty as well. Excellent. And they haven't started picking these. God damn, every time I start recording I get the hiccups. But we are gonna go down the Tzimisce legacy, because it's gonna make our ghouls better, and we're gonna focus a lot on ghouls. And it's also gonna get us szlachta, which is some kind of weird flesh abomination. So I love them. We're gonna grab that for some more income, which is always nice. Recruit Vojd, which is the insane thing, as men-at-arms. But you need to use the unlock men-at-arms character interaction to unlock the ghoul type. I don't know how you do that, because I have tried around like 2 or 3 years with this guy, And I never did figure out how to get that. But we'll figure it out. And if I haven't by the time this goes up, well, probably haven't, just hit me up in the comments. Tell me how to do it. Different faith, popular opinion, which is pretty nice. Then we don't have to convert everything. And Sanctuary of Flesh building, which we will 100% get in this campaign. As I remember, I think it's really expensive. It's gotta be down here in the bottom. And yeah, it's 1,000 gold. Extra 30% because we're Polish. And 960 prestige. So eventually we're gonna get this wherever our capital is gonna be. And we might move it over to Krakow once we conquer that, because it's a very good city. And it's got better development and a tier 3 principal city, while ours is only tier 2. And probably will never get there because we need 10 development to upgrade this. So that's gonna have to be what it is. But we'll hang on to this, but we'll probably move our capital to Krakow and make all kinds of fleshy laboratories and all that fun stuff. So let's try to get some better people to make into ghouls. So we're gonna invite some champions and hope we get some people. And we're gonna wait to have a pilgrimage until until all of our champions has gotten here. Like this guy. Who isn't terrible, but he's chased. Which isn't exactly what I want in our ghouls, because I want revenants. So pass on him. And we'll just let some time pass while we eat and hypnotize some people. Oh, and I was gonna... Well, you're not terrible. Phlegmatic resonance isn't optimal. I guess we'll keep you in mind and wait for someone else. Blood! Let's just take a drink. I mean, we don't care about the masquerade exposure, and I don't think we have any risk of taking damage here, so let's just take a lot for the experience and to get some blood back. He is herdified. Excellent. And I think that has all been automated now. Like, we're always gonna... Yeah, they're always gonna drink now since the latest update, I think. So that's good. And is this a new? No, that's still her. So let me give me that third one. There we go. And she is a theurgist. Deceitful, trusting, and forgiving. She is of sanguine resonance, which is pretty nice. And you were... I mean, you're younger. Higher chance of getting a revenant. But you'll also become infertile faster, so maybe we'll wait to get a male ghoul. We don't have to get a ghoul right away. We can still wait, and they're gonna hang around for a bit. Do we actually have anyone good here? No, not really. Doesn't look like it. I mean, we could grab this guy, but I don't like that he's chased. That's like the worst trait for a ghoul to have. So I think we're just gonna hold off for a little bit. We're gonna go on a pilgrimage. Actually, before we go on a pilgrimage, I think we're gonna invade these idiots. They're kind of weak, and we can definitely take them. So, hold a war for a county, and it's a pretty good county. And actually, you're upgrading that. That's alright, we can upgrade it. And raise everybody. Let's get rid of our Vojd, and I guess those as well, because they're not replenishing. And we are... I think we're gonna lead that ourselves, because we're actually a really good leader somehow. Don't know exactly how. I guess... Oh, I guess it's just from our vampire powers, which is fine. So I think we're gonna finish this faster. Then we'll just move down and end this siege. And we captured someone. Excellent. He is terrible, which is annoying. But we can always torture him. And I think we will, because we also get dark insights when we torture someone, which gives us a 10% chance to get 1 intrigue or 1 prowess. Which, it's only 10% though, but... Although, do we have... No, we don't get any war score from that, so I don't think we're gonna give him back once we're done, so... I guess we can just sit on him and see if we get any stress from somewhere. And we can just keep him there for when we need a little bit of stress relief. Oh, you just went to meet us there. That seems like a terrible idea. And you are very few. I think our champions have proven to be better than yours. 28, 20, 18, 13. Slightly better, but we have a better commander, better troops, and more troops. So, this ought to be fine. Ooh, and we captured the leader. Very nice. What is our war score without that? Oh, plenty. Oh, so plenty. Oh, we got a bunch of prisoners. So, oh wait, who contributes to that? Just the war leader. So what we can do is, I mean, we could blood bond you. You are pretty good. I mean, you're not very good prowess, but we might just eat up all of your lands. If we have you blood bonded, then we can just recruit you. So I think we might do that. We're gonna blood bond her to get it better. There we go. Now we got a strong blood oath, and we are gonna just ransom you back to yourself for 67 gold, and then just continue to win this war. And just kill these guys for good measure. And yeah, that's gonna be good. Let's enforce demands. And, oh dang it. Okay, upgrade that. And we are gonna start just... Oh, the control is actually fine. Why is the control so good? No, the control is terrible. So, get in there and fix the control. It is gonna take 11 years. Let's... I mean, he is a powerful vassal, but... Let's reassign this person, actually. No, wait. He is our court chaplain. Nah. Let's assign you, actually. That's gonna be fine. This is gonna take off a year at least. But, hey, a year is a year. So, disband that. Now we can go and have a pilgrimage. Koldun pilgrimage. It's time for me to set out on my journey to one of the holy places. But which one? Let us go to... I mean, we don't have like a very big amount of money, but it's just 25 different, so let's just go to Constantinople. That is gonna be fine. Victory, victory, victory. And yeah, they're all fairly small, so don't get a lot from it. But let's find some mortals as well. You get some more herd people. Ooh, you are acute sanguine resonance. That's very nice. Kind of old though, but I'll still herdify you. And I guess I'll just drink you for the experience and... Oh, I guess we can't hunt you, but that's alright. We don't really need the hunger, and it's not like he had strong resonance or anything. Among my fellow pilgrims, there is a man who preaches compassion and fellowship until he reaches the topic of heathens. One evening around the campfire, he loudly declares them to be abominable monsters in the eye of the flesh, deviant and child murderers all. Most people avert their eyes when he looks at them. Tonight, I was not quick enough. Do you not agree, O Duke? I mean... disdain for heathens. What do we get for this? I mean, I don't think I necessarily care about them. So let's just say we have sympathy for extra taxes. I think that's gonna be nice. Passing by the campfire, one of my fellow travelers is telling a story he once heard about some duke, to raucous laughter. They all fall silent when I approach, except for the storyteller. Don't worry, my lord, you're nothing like the fiend in this story. It's about the duke of some faraway place called Polania. Really? Well, tell me more about this duke. God, fetch my whip. Yeah, definitely. Just whip this bastard. He is not gonna badmouth me. The arrival. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the great refuge of Constantinople. Very nice. We get the pilgrim trait, which gives us a little bit extra piety, and also a lot of piety. So I walk the holy path. Excellent. Trying to get to dutiful, or faithful, I mean, so we can start claiming full duchies, but there's no real rush, really. We're gonna get it eventually, but it would be nice to have the ability to, at least. My journey has been a long one, but I have finally come home again. While much remained the same, something has changed in how the Colons and Coldens treat me. What the hell is that? I have undergone a journey of a holy man, and they insist that it has changed something about me, whether I can see it myself or not. Well, isn't that grand? And I want to keep trying to find some good mortals. Oh, misdeeds of a spy master. Oh, god damn it. In the evening, Spymaster Natasha sits in a dimly lit council room. Her gaze and quill are focused upon inconspicuous expense reports, yet beside her lay clay molds with royal stamp, which would only be needed if she intended to defraud the realm. To think that a woman of her position would dare act so disgracefully under the eye of flesh. Disgracefully, but skillfully. Had I not caught her in the act, nobody would have been the wiser to her scheme. Well, we could just publicly shame her in the square, and no one would be gaining much from that. I've seen enough. To the dungeons with you. Yes, perfect. To the dungeons. And our herd grows. Excellent. So let's find some more. Still would like to find some good mortals, because so far the pickings have been slim. Although, do we have any good guests that's popped up? Kind of want them to be a good fighter, so let's sort by prowess. And yeah, these are still just the competent fight. Oh, actually, no, you're a vampire. You would have been pretty good. But, again, vampire. So, how often can we do this? It's like 10 years. It's longer than I think it should be. Yeah, 10 years. So I guess we're just gonna keep looking through these people, and they are consistently terrible. You know what? We can always release them if they don't live up to my standards. So I wanted a young one. Yeah, you're 24. Let's just ghoulify you. It's gonna be fine. We might be able to get you some. Get you to make some revenants for us. And, ooh, you're fairly young. Fleeting, which I don't know the tiers of them, but fleeting is probably better than just negligible. So you are going to be herdified, and might as well just hunt you while we're at it. There we go. Oh, right. That ends our... Whoops. That ends our ghouling scheme, but that's alright. We're just gonna restart that one. Oh. Right. I have to wait a year. No worries. We still have her pinned, so that's alright. There's no rush. I forgot that these hunt and ghoulify is the same one. Unless it's herd and ghoulify. Either or. One of them is. And Elasel Frumos has decided that his time in Poznan has come to an end. The servants have packed his chest and he has said his farewells. With Elas Frumos goes his claim of County of Grunberg. If I want to press it and make him my vassal, this is my last chance. So, where is that? That would be fighting these guys. Which, nope. Okay, that's a truce actually. So we could probably take that if you wanted to. Wait. Wait, where is it? It doesn't light up. It is there, but okay. I mean, we could probably win this. No problem. But this also isn't very good. But he's a decent character. You know what? Give me one more year. We're gonna do this thing. Nope, that's not what I meant. We are gonna press that claim and we're gonna go for it. Nope, not that. We're gonna go for this. Oh, shit, that is expensive. Never mind, we're not doing that. Sorry, I just lied to you. Because we're not doing that. How long until we can fight you again? Oh, we can already do that. I thought we'd have a truce. I guess that was a very short truce. Excellent. You have tracked your prey. You take the first bite and we are... just take a drink. That's gonna be fine. Another sheep to the flock. That's, or the herd. Very good. And we're gonna go and finish this off. Like so. Just rally everyone. And once again, just get rid of that. Excellent. Now we're just gonna go and kill these. And that should be a absolute stomp. And they're just gonna run into us over and over again. And 278 each year. That's a good amount of experience, actually. Not bad at all. Oh, we lost a counselor. Gonna have to do something about that. But who did we imprison? So, you actually have a title. Not great. So, might just torture you a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit of torture. There you go. And... oh, wait. No. That was my spy master, wasn't it? Whoops. That's fine. That's, oh, she's being tortured. Right. Her chest once... what? There's some text missing here. S chest once some heat is added. As I explain the concept to Countess Natashenka, her resolve melts away before my eyes. Please, no, please. I will tell you anything you want to know. I extort mortals for their blood. Intriguing. Well, take her back. And I probably shouldn't have tortured her, but oh well. It's gonna happen eventually. So, gotta remember to actually check who I'm torturing, because I thought this was the person I just captured, but we don't have anyone new. Oh, no, we absolutely have someone new. I thought that was the guy we've had there forever, but okay. No one wants to pay money for you, and you are not great. So we'll torture you instead. You're the person we should have been torturing. There we go. Oh, the sweet kiss of the whip. It might look innocent, but it can separate flesh from bones just as well as any knife. Judging by the look of Henrik's face, he knows this all too well. Please, no, please. I can tell you anything you want to know. I'm the leader of a blood cult. Oh, cool. That's neat. We're gonna keep you in prison, though. And she accepted the ransom, so I think we're okay to just end this. We're not getting a lot from these fights anyway. So that's fine. Let's enforce this. There we go. And we should be able to ghoulify you now. Yeah, there we go. Let's ghoulify you. And are you any good? Not particularly. It's gonna lower holding taxes as well. So, not great. But, considering giving it to our ghoul, it is gonna lower our... or it's gonna cost a lot of prestige, but... they apparently aren't very good at having babies when they don't have any land. So I'm considering giving my ghouls a bunch of land because I want revenants. But we also need a new spy master because I kind of tortured our last one a little bit. So I don't think she's going to be positive even if she gets the title, since that. Well, you are pretty good. Let's put you in there. No, wait, you're supposed to be my steward. Why are you not my steward? There we go. And I guess we'll put this guy in there. He probably doesn't like us or hate us that much. No, he thinks our religion is evil. So I guess let's just put her back in there. And this will go away eventually. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And we are gonna be above our limit, which it's too bad. But although we're gonna get a lot of other things to give away eventually anyway. So maybe we just give this away until we have a good ghoul to give it to. Or give another county to. So let's see. We need someone with good stewardship, probably. Stewardship or marshal, I think. So can we get anyone with a good marshal? Nope. Good stewardship. Well, you're not terrible, and you're a genius, which is always nice. So I guess grab you. You were a decent one of those. So let's pop you in there. Were you any good? Nah, you're about as bad as with that. So let's assign you in there. Get us some more money. And that's gonna be good. Excellent. So let's just let some time pass. Wait for our ghouling to finish. And we lost our culture head, but that's alright. We got a blood point, or a blood sorcery point. And we are gonna do the siege timer, because that's just really useful. Oh, wait. It was the culture, not the dynasty. So what I think I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna end this episode, and I'm gonna think about what we wanna get here. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. If you did, consider leaving me a like, comment, and subscribe to get notified for when we keep uploading this. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.